Draw My Life. This is the life of Canadian politician Rosemary Brown. It all started on June 17th, 1930, when I was born in Kingston, Jamaica. This is me as a baby with the palm tree, and there I'll draw a little sun in a second here. So this is me as a baby. I lived here for 21 years, and in 1951, I immigrated to Canada. This is me drawing the lovely Canadian flag. So I immigrated to Canada as a student. I came here to study my Bachelor of Arts degree, and more specifically, I actually moved to Montreal. So I moved to Quebec and I attended McGill University. Here I got my Bachelor of Arts degree. Here is McGill in the 50s. And I actually met my husband, William Brown. There is William. In 1955, William and I got married. We were both students at McGill and continued our journey as students to another province. I will draw it in a minute here, and I'll let you guess exactly what province we moved to, with mountains and water and a bunch of trees. So we actually moved to British Columbia, specifically Vancouver, and there we both attended the University of British Columbia. Here it's pictured here. William went to med school and I did my Bachelor of Social Work and my Master's in Social Work. As a student, I faced many challenges and discriminations. As a Black woman, I faced both sexism and racism. Being Black and female, you get the benefits and you certainly get the liabilities of both of them. My work as a feminist and Black woman means to be able to recognize intersectionality. This is a term coined by Kimberly Crenshaw, which is an understanding of how social identities intersect in relation to each other. It is the overlapping experiences of women due to other social factors such as race, religion, sexuality, ethnicity, all the ones I have drawn there, and more. So after graduating from UBC, go Thunderbirds, I became heavily involved in social groups like the British Columbia Association for the Advancement of Colored People. I was involved with the Voice of Women for Peace, which is a non-governmental organization that promotes peace. I was very active in promoting the rights of Black women in Canadian politics and eliminating barriers for minorities in Canada. As Patricia Hill Collins put it, Black feminism thought encompasses theoretical interpretations of Black women's reality by those who live it. Black women have a unique lens of this world by being both a gender and racial minority. Me and William started a family together. We had 3 lovely children, so I was very busy at this time. In 1972, I entered British Columbia provincial politics, and I was a candidate for the New Democratic Provincial Party. I ran in the Vancouver-Burrard riding, where I don't want to spoil it, but on August 30th, I actually won. I'm about to draw myself winning. I'm so excited. This was like a monumental moment for me and women like me. I became the first Black woman elected to provincial government. I served as an MLA until 1988, and I'm kind of going a little fast, but in between then, in 1975, I was actually the first woman to ever run for political leadership of a federal party. So I ran for the federal party of the NDP here. This is me and my opponent, Ed Broadbent. Unfortunately, I did actually end up losing to Ed. However, this achievement marked great progression for women in Canadian politics, especially Black women like me who are constantly underrepresented. So this is me and my opponent. So after retiring from the provincial legislature in 1988, I turned my attention to international advocacy through my position as CEO of Match International Women's Fund. I was a professor at Simon Fraser University in the Department of Women's Studies, which is now called Gender, Sexuality, and Women's Studies. I wrote a book titled Being Brown, A Very Public Life in 1989, and in 1991 I founded the Canadian Women's Foundation, and I also received the Order of Canada from Romeo LeBlanc, who was the Governor General at the time. My achievements reflect the incredibly hard work of me and my fellow Black feminists did in order to make progressive change for all women in Canada. Rosemary Brown sadly passed away on April 26th in 2003 in Vancouver, British Columbia. She was truly a trailblazer for Black women in Canada and beyond. Despite her remarkable contributions, her work is not often recognized. Even as a Black woman myself, I have learned so much about her through this research project. Brown was ahead of her time. She championed the rights of marginalized communities across Canada and embraced an intersectional approach to feminism long before the term became widely used. Thank you.